We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
There we go. Solve having a little bit of an audio glitch there. We will go through the starting lineups here real quick, being that we missed them from our wonderful PA announcer, Dan Miller. Rhinelander, Chase Verbus will lead things off. She is in left. Maddie Paulson, the second baseman, bats second. Caden Taylor at first base, bats third. Kendall Vanny in the circle, bats cleanup. Sage Mutter, the catcher, bats fourth. Adriana Skubal, the third baseman, bats sixth. Sadie Edevan, the designated player, bats seventh. Ava Rathburn, the catcher, bats eighth. And Cassidy Lidner at short, bats in the ninth spot. Ruby Plumman is the flex player. She is in right field. For the Medford Raiders, Addison Brommer will lead things off. She is in right field. Finley Arndt, the center fielder, bats second. Riley Harabi in the circle, bats third. Zalia Leonard, the catcher, bats fourth. Lainey Harabi at second base, bats fifth. Ava Hartle at first base, bats sixth. Kayla Bumgarner, the shortstop, bats seventh. Tori Nix, the designated player, bats eighth. Ruthie Steinman, the third baseman, bats in the ninth spot. And Rylan Krishneski is the flex. She is in left field. These two teams played earlier this year. That was an 11-0 win over up in the Hodag Dome. That was in 6. Riley Harabi, a no-hitter, just a couple errors, no walks, no hits. She had quite the performance there as the first pitch is bunted at foul. Strike one. On what is turning out to be a gorgeous evening for softball. The lead, the pitch. Just missing that high outside corner for a ball, 1-1. We are right back out here tomorrow. Tomahawk and Medford, the pitch. High and off the outside for a ball, 2-1. Then Thursday, we are over on the other diamond. Anago and Medford baseball, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 2-2. And then Friday, we are in Stevens Point. The Stevens Point Panthers hosting the Medford Raiders in softball. That is a D1 ranked versus D2 ranked. The pitch. Right on the outside corner. Strike three, looking first out of the inning. One down, and that'll bring Maddie Paulson to the plate. Yeah, 15 strikeouts for Riley Harabi in that game up in the Hodag Dome. That's good. We're fine. First pitch, that's rebunt. Foul, can't quite get to it. Strike one. Paulson digs back in. Harabi the lean, the pitch. A little high and off the outside for a ball, 1-1. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2. Harabi, the lean, the pitch. High, couldn't get her to chase, 2-2. Harabi, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Second out of the inning. Two down, and that'll bring Caden Taylor to the plate. Harabi the lean, the pitch. On the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2. The lean, the pitch. Right there, strike three looking. That will end the inning. Harabi strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the first. Brahmer, Arndt, Harabi due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Due up for the Raiders, Brahmer, Arndt, Harabi. Leading it off for the Raiders, number 2, Addison Brahmer.
Addison Brahmer to lead things off here in the bottom of the first, 0-0 ball game. The lean from Vanny in the pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Brahmer, Arndt, Harabi, the lineup that is pretty much settled in for the Raiders. They did miss Brahmer on Saturday as that little setter, as that was going to ricochet. Pick, throw is wide. That's going to allow Brahmer to turn. She is going to go to second. She will put the brakes on there. Two-base error. And Raiders have a runner at second for Finley Arndt.
Number 13, Finley Arndt.
The lean, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. Coming back. That's going to be hit in the air. Center field, long run, coming in. The catch is made. First out of the inning.
High fly ball for out number 1.
One down for Riley Harabi.
Riley Harabi.
The lean, the pitch. On the outside corner, first strike, 0-1. The pitch. Off the outside, 1-1. The pitch. Off the outside, 2-1. Robbie hit a solo home run up in Gilman on Saturday. Had a big game up there. On that low outside corner, 2-2. The lean, the pitch. That one's going to be driven center field. Got center fielder crossed up. That's going to get down all the way to the fence. Brahmer is going to turn. She is going to dig for home. The throw to third is high. Bounces back into the baseline. That saves a second run. Raiders on the board on the triple.
That brings up number 22, Rhinelander.
And we will get a courtesy for Riley Harabi. That will be 16, Gracie Strama. And that'll bring Zalia Leonard to the plate, who has been on an absolute tear this last week and a half. Lean the pitch. Bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-1. I don't think she had a ball she didn't hit hard in Gilman on Saturday. The lean, the pitch. Roller, back up the middle. That's going to tip off the glove. This is going to be a tough play. Throw to first is not in time. And that will score another run. And they will bring in her runner. That is 18, Olivia Schaefer. And Leonard gives Lainey Harabi some updates. And now I think asking Rhinelander's coach out, asking some questions about something at first. They're thinking maybe she turned. Nope, she's safe. My only argument I think you would have is that maybe she turned on the throw and they tagged her, but I was looking at the play at the plate. So Lainey Harabi comes to the plate. Schaefer at first. Running for Leonard, the lean, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The lean, the pitch. Bunt shown, pulls back, takes the ball. 2-0. The lean, the pitch. Bunt shown, laid down right in front of the plate. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first is in time. Almost beat that out, but it will go down as a sacrifice bunt. Does move the runner up. 2 down for Ava Hartle. Another player that had a five RBI game the last time they played. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. The lean, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air, down the line, hooking, giving chase, can't get to it, but it's foul. The lean, the pitch. That's going to be tipped foul. 0-2. Fanny, the lean, the pitch. Fouled back again. Hartle stays alive. That one's going to be hit through the infield, a base hit. Schaefer will turn. She will head home. RBI single for Ava Hartle. That'll bring Kayla Bumgarner to the plate. Raider baseball in Tomahawk tonight. They are up 2-0, bottom 3. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Lean the pitch. Little roller up the line. That's going to roll foul. 0-2. Lean the pitch. High and tight for a ball. 1-2. Lean the pitch. Foul back. Stays 1-2. The lean. The pitch. High. 2-2. The lean. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air, center field. Going back, coming over, the catch is made. Rathburn gets to it, and that'll end the inning. But the Raiders push 3 across. We head to the top of the second. Vanny, Mutter, Scooble due up for the Hodags when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Vanny, Mutter, Scooble due up for the Rhinelander Hodags. They trail 3-0. Harabi, the lean, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. The lean, the pitch. Stays up high. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. Coming back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning, 4th strikeout for Riley Harabi, and that'll bring Sage Mutter to the plate. Harabi, the lean, the pitch, swing and a miss. Late on the fastball, 0-1. The lean, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air, hooking, foul. 0-2. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 to start the game. And that'll bring Audrina Scooble. Harabi. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Coming back. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. The lean. The pitch. Right there, strike 3 looking. A 10-pitch inning. 3 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the second. Nick Steinman, Brommer, 8-9-1 when we come back right here on Sports in Focus. Tori Nix to lead things off. She had some big base hits on Saturday. The whole team did. Tori Nix, Ruthie Steinman, Addison Brommer. 2 up here for the Raiders in the bottom of the second. The lean, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. High for a ball, 2-0. The pitch. High for a ball, 3-0. The lean. The pitch. Roller up the middle. Smothered at short. Throw to first is in time. 1 away. One down, and that'll bring Ruthie Steinman to the plate. The lean, the pitch. A little bit high for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Center field. Playable. Catch is made by Rathburn. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring us back top of the order. And Addison Brommer reached on an error and later scored back in the first.
Number 2, Addison Brommer.
The lean. The pitch. That's going to be hit down the line, hooking foul. Strike 1. The lean, the pitch. Low and in the dirt, popping away, 1-1. The lean. The pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Foul territory giving chase. The catch is made. And that will end the inning. Raiders go in order in the second. We go to the bottom. Bottom of the order. Edevan, Rathburn, Linder due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clitter Insurance.
Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has two different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Three 0 Raiders as we go to the top of the third. Edevan, Rathburn, Lindner due up for the Hodags, bottom of the order. Harabi the lead, the pitch. In the zone for a strike, 0-1. Harabi. The lean, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2. The lean. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Strike out number 7 for Riley Harabi. As Ava Rathburn will come to the plate. The lean, the pitch. Bunt shown, it rolls foul. Trying to catch the Raiders napping a little bit. The lean, the pitch. Stays up high. 1-1. The lean. The pitch. Just misses the top of the zone, 2-1. The lean. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 2-2. Excuse me. There is a very friendly dog right down below the bleachers. The lean. The pitch. Fouled back. Got it off the handle. They are being very distracting. Never, don't mind that much being distracted by a cute dog. That's just part of being out at the ballpark, especially when you get to summer baseball. There's a lot more of them. The pitch. Outside corner, strike three looking. That is strikeout number 8. Leah Leonard thought it was out number 3. And that will bring Cassidy Lindner to the plate. One more to get yet this inning. Harabi. The lean. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Looking back. The lean. The pitch. High for a ball. 1-1. Coming back. bit high. 2-1. The lead, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2. Robbie. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First time through the order, 9 up, 9 down, all by strikeout. We head to the bottom of the third. Raiders will send Arndt, Harabi, Leonard to the plate when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
You know that nearly 3/4 of teens feel uncertain about their personal finances, yet a whopping 73% have expressed a strong desire to learn more. At MMCCU, we're thrilled to announce our new partnership with Greenlight, a financial tool designed for kids and teens. Give your kids the confidence they need for a secure financial future. Enroll them in the Greenlight platform for free today. Enjoy features like parental controls, engaging educational tools, and a safe space for learning about saving, spending, and earning money. Empower your child with financial wisdom. Sign up for a free Greenlight account today.
Gone are the days of rushing your kids to the bus stop or having no say in how they're being taught. It's time for a different way to do education. That's where Rural Virtual Academy comes in. We're a free public school that thinks your children's education should be as unique as they are, with flexibility for your family, allowing them to learn at their own pace from anywhere. Plus, certified live daily instructors, many ways to earn free college credits, and hundreds of free in-person and online events. So what are you waiting for? Enroll your child today.
Finley Arndt to lead things off. She flew out her first time up. First pitch, that's going to be hit foul, heading towards the grill master. And a nice catch off the roof. Can't hit it towards the grill, though. He's working on getting all those brats and burgers. If you need one, come down to the ballpark. Plenty of room for you yet. The pitch. That one's going to be hitting the line. That's going to be dropped at third. They're not going to have a chance. That was a rocket. So Arndt reaches for Riley Harabi. Triple her first time up. She is 1 for 1. Lillian, the pitch. Low and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled on the ground. They are going to take the out at first. Nice job there by Kendall Vanny to get that one. Does move Arndt to second. Out first out of the inning. That'll bring Zalia Leonard. Singled her last time up. She is 1 for 1. The lean, the pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The lean, the pitch. That one slips out of the hand. Good job back there by Sage Mutter to keep that one in front of her. 1-1. The lean, the pitch. That's going to be driven back up the middle. That's going to get down a base hit. They will send Arndt. The throw will not be made. Raiders get another. RBI single for Zalia Leonard. And she will get a runner. And that will, as always, be Olivia Schaefer. And Lainey Harabi will come to the plate. Sacrificed her first time up. She's 0 for 0. The lean. The pitch. Bunt shown. Pulled back. Takes a strike. 0-1. The pitch. Across for a strike. The throw down is late. Schaefer steals second. Oh, and 2 the count on Harabi. The lean. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Stays 0-2. That one misses. 1-2. 4-0 in the baseball game. Tomahawk batting in the bottom of the 4th. The lean, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball. 2-2. The lean, the pitch. Called strike 3. Second out of the inning. And that will bring Ava Hartle to the plate. She singled her last time up. She's 1 for 1. The lean, the pitch. Stays up high for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. The lean, the pitch. High, 3-0. Coming back. That's going to be hit in the air. Coming in. That's going to get down and pass all the way to the fence. Schaefer will come home and score. Hartle into second with a double. And that will bring Kayla Bumgarner to the plate. Flew out her first time up. She's 0 for 1. The pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. The lean. The pitch. High. 1-1. The pitch. Little roller on the ground. That's going to roll foul. That one had a little English on it. 1-2. The lean. The pitch. That's going to be popped up foul back behind us. Stays 1-2. The pitch. That one's going to be off the glove. Throw to first is wide. Bumgarner's going to turn. They will send Hartle to the plate. The throw is wide. Another run comes across. (6-0), and that will bring Tori Nix to the plate. Grounded out her first time up. She is 0 for 1. The lean, the pitch. Stays up high for a ball, 1-0. The lead, the pitch. That one rocketed but foul. 1-1. lean. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The lean. The pitch. Popped up. Coming in, still coming in. The catch is made, and that will end the inning, but the Raiders push another 3 runs across. We go to the top of the 4th. Verbis, Paulson, Taylor due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Chase Verbis to lead things off here in the top of the 4th. Going to the 5th in baseball, Medford still leading Tomahawk 4-0. First pitch. Just misses that outside corner for a ball, 1-0. See with a 6-run lead, how long they stick with Harabi here, the pitch. A little bit low for a ball, 2-0. With 4 games this week and 2 games early next week. Don't want to overwork her going into the playoff round. The pitch. Bunt. Foul. 2-1. The lean. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2. The lean. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out of the inning. 10th strikeout for Riley Harabi, and that'll bring Maddie Paulson to the plate. A strikeout swinging her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Harabi, the lean, the pitch, off the inside. 1-0. The pitch, popped up. Foul territory. Nice catch. Oh, just got it over too. Those Krishneski baseball genes kicking in there. The lean, the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Catch is made, and that is the first out not by strikeout in the game for Rhinelander. And that'll bring Caden Taylor to the plate. She struck out looking her first time up. 11 outs, 10 by strikeout. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Harabi the lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. The lead, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, strikeout number 11. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Steinman, Brommer, Arndt, 9-1-2. Due up when we come back right here on Sports on Focus.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC. Did you know that your vehicle has 2 different air filters? An engine air filter and a cabin air filter. When should you change them? This one 30 to 40,000 miles? This one half. Have you changed your air filter lately? Breathe easy, Wheeler's has got you covered.
Leading off for the Raiders, number 7, Ruthie Steinman.
6-0 Raiders batting here in the fourth. I think Raiders will be looking for 4 runs here. Minimum. Try and be able to close this one out in 5. The lean and the first pitch. Off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The lean, the pitch. That's going to be hit in the air. Long run coming in. It's going to drop foul. 1-1. The lean, the pitch. Back up the middle. That's going to get through a base hit. Steinman leads off the inning with a single. And that will bring Addison Brommer to the plate. Reaching an error and a flyout. She is 0 for 2. The lean, the pitch. Bunt shown, laid down, no chance, not even a throw. Brommer the bunt single. 2 on, nobody out for Finley Arndt. A flyout and a single. They bring Skubal in at third. The lean, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. The lean, the pitch. Bunt shown, foul. 1-1. The lean, the pitch. In the zone for a strike. 1-2. The lean, the pitch. High for a ball, 2-2. The pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air. That is going back at the wall. The catch is made. Right in front of the wall, the catch is made. First out of the inning, and that'll bring Riley Harabi to the plate. Triple and a ground out. She's 1 for 2 today. The lean, the pitch. Well off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The lean, the pitch. That one's going to be hit in the air, center field. Drifting in, the catch cannot be, is made, I should say. I was trying to get ahead. Trying to get ahead of myself on the call that that Ruthie couldn't advance and got myself all caught up. Yes, Ruthie Simon not far deep enough that she could advance, as that one's going to be down the middle for a strike to Zalia Leonard, 0-1. The lean, the pitch. That one's going to be hit on the line. This is going to be a tough play. That's going to get down. They will send Steinman. She will score. The brakes are put on to Brommer at third. The RBI single. First and third, 7-0. And that will bring Olivia Schaefer in to run. And Lainey Harabi to the plate. A sacrifice and a strikeout. She is 0 for 1. Digging in. The lean and the first pitch. High and tight for a ball. 1-0. And they will not fall for the delayed steal. Schaefer takes second on defensive indifference. The lean, the pitch. That one's hit through the infield, a base hit. One run across. They will send Schaefer. The throw is high. Schaefer comes home and scores. She'll re-step on the home plate just to be sure. That is a 2 RBI single for Lainey Harabi. She will go to second on the throw. And Ava Hartle, single and a double today, 2 for 2. The pitch, that's going to be hit hard, but foul right at the concession stand. 75 pitches now for Kendall Vanny. The lean, the pitch, high, 1-1. The pitch. Roller on the ground. That's going to bounce off a leg. Run will, that will not score the run, but that will be, we're going to give her the single. I'm being generous today. That's a close one because that was a pretty hard hit ball, and then we will get a runner that will be Hadley Zilke running as Kayla Bumgarner will come to the plate. The lean, the pitch, high for a ball, 1-0. And Zelke takes second on defensive indifference. That one's going to be rolled through the infield, a base hit. One run across. They will send Zelke. The throw goes to second. Two more across, 11-0. And Tori Nix will come to the plate. Ground out and a fly out. She is 0 for 2. The lean, the pitch. That one's rolled on the ground, just foul. Strike one. Five across in the inning here. Tori Nix is the 9th Raider to come to the plate. The pitch. She's going to hit that one on a line. Catch is made right at Chase Verbis, and that will end the inning. But the Raiders get 5, 11-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Vanny, Mutter, Skubal. Rhinelander need 2 to force the bottom. See if they can do it when we come back right here on Sports on Focus. Eleven nothing as we go to the fifth. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one, 0-1. That is pitch 50 for Riley Harabi. The lean, the pitch. Bottom of the zone for a strike, 0-2. Couple options for player of the game. We might grab a couple. The lean, the pitch. High for a ball, 1-2. The lean, the pitch. Inside corner, strike three, looking first out of the inning. Strikeout number 12 for Riley Harabi. Sage Mutter will come to the plate. Strikeout swinging her first time up. She is 0 for 1. Harabi, the lean, the pitch. Just missing that low outside corner. 1-0. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled up the middle. Picked by Bumgarner. Throw to first is in time. 2 away. And that will bring Audrina Skubal to the plate. Struck out looking her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Harabi, the lean, the pitch. High and off the outside for a ball, 1-0. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. The lean, the pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-1. The lean, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2-2. Looking in. The lean, the pitch. Just missing with that one, full count. Harabi, the lean, the pitch. Right down Broadway, strike three looking. And that is another perfect game for Riley Harabi. That is her third on the year to go with 2 and more, just no hitters, as she has dominated in the circle this year. We are going to talk to Riley along with our other player of the game, Zalia Leonard, coming up here in a little bit as the Raiders get the 11-0 win. We'll be down on the field in just a little bit. mics aren't working, so we will have the interviews on the highlight later tonight. But Raiders get the win, 11-0. Make sure to check the highlight out to hear from our co-players of the game, Riley Harabi and Zalia Leonard. Want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. I'm Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We will see you all right back here.